this up. No, that's not the one I want.
Kind of a long one, but oh well.
Oh, yeah. Close, 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 and make this small. Hey, Baba, you are first indeed. How are you doing? Hopefully you can hear us all okay. We're still getting a little set up here. We're just a little behind. Mostly me. I'm the one who's behind. These guys are great. It's me. I take full responsibility.
We're great, and Francisco's a big behind.
Wow.
That's what I heard.
Paul. Yeah,
That sounds about right.
Just what Dustin.
Just agreeing
That was
with
close
the
enough.
first mate here.
Oh my gosh.
That way, when the mutiny happens, I'm on the right side.
That's
How
fair.
do you know I don't start the mutiny? That
You
would
can't
make
mutiny
sense.
against yourself.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Bobo and Ashley. Yes, you're not first, Ashley. Yes. Okay, none of the commands work here, guys. I'm still back and forth whether I want the commands to work during the podcast or not, but they don't for tonight. So they just don't try. Y'all can mutiny against him, though. Thanks, Ashley. Appreciate that.
Dude, Ashley's always on our side.
Yeah.
That's why she's the Womp Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want. Okay. Let me see what else I have to do in the checklist before we can actually start the show. Okay, we got that.
Welcome to the boring parts, viewers.
Yes. Okay, I have recording there and recording here on Wave Room. All right. I think, and I have this ready to go. Again, guys, since you won't be able to hear any, and unfortunately, I don't think you'll even be able to hear the trailer when we do the trailer. So just, I'll let you know. You'll hear me talking again when we're going. None of it's like expecting you guys to go off of that. Maybe Paul at some point, but I'll be having my finger up if we're like waiting so that you guys also know.
Dude, the big behind's going to give us the finger. That is just... This gets better and better.
Look, Wolford, I have enough nicknames. I don't need another one. Okay.
Guess what you're getting for Christmas this year, Francisco?
Oh my word, guys. Paul, would you please
Yes.
pray over us?
All right.
Bless this highly nutritious microwavable macaroni and cheese dinner that the people sold it on sale. Amen.
That was perfect. I mean,
All right. Seriously, Lord, thank you so much for this day that you have made. I pray that everyone who watches, listens, and participates in tonight's show would be encouraged and lifted up. And I pray that you would be glorified through it. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Ash Ketchum, hello. What's good, gamers? What's good?
Amen.
Right.
Let's see. Okay, so we are going to start. Darth Bradius, hello. Sup, sup, bro, Derek, says Darth Bradius.
What's up, Darth?
And I think
you didn't do the 5 seconds of silence.
Thank you, Paul. I haven't done that. So we're going to do 5 seconds of silence. Starting. And so don't mute yourselves at all. This is just so that I can take your ambient noise and so I can remove it in post. So we're going to start that now. I didn't say 5 second burp.
Did you hear that?
Sorry, I had to get it out.
Yeah, sounded like a nostalgic burp, didn't it? Gosh, ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Okay, we're trying now.
Cotton-headed ninny muggins.
And I'm going to do it one more time here in a second when Ashley's not typing so that that's not being picked up. Otherwise, it's going to skew the results. So give me a second here.
What? That's ridiculous.
Okay, thank you guys. All right, then I think we are good to go. Thumbs up if you're ready to start the actual podcast, guys. Still waiting for Paul, apparently.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my stuff in order.
Okay, no worries. Just
Yeah,
ready,
I'm about there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. Starting the show in 5. Sounded like a dog after she eats. The burp, dude. Okay, Darth Bradis. All right, and during the show, for those that are maybe watching that came over from, that are coming from Poetically Christian Gamer, we don't have a lot of chat interaction during it, but you guys are welcome to chat with one another. Or
There are a couple key moments where we'll be looking to the chat, so stay tuned.
All right. Starting in 5, 4.
Edna mode.
Getting
Already?
that out of the way.
Thanks. 3. Did you guys give up listening? Or are you thirsty for more? That was a horrible, Kevin. Let me try that again. You guys give up listening? Or are you thirsty for more? In episode 339 of the Retro Rewind podcast.
I thought that was worse, but okay.
Retro systems online. Reflux capacitor fluxing. Scanning room space-time for Home Alone, 1990. Rewinding in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, Rewinders and new listeners, to the Retro Rewind podcast, where we take a fresh look at movies and games from 15 or more years ago. I'm your captain of the pod, Francisco Ruiz, and I'm joined by your XO and mine, Paul, the PaulJPowers.com. He's not a wet bandit, Powers.
Did anyone order me a cheese pizza?
No, because cheese pizzas are gross. And also, for this, wow, I lost it. Edna mode. Here we go. Also for this
Edna mode.
Try again. Third time.
Also for this discussion of the film Home Alone, we welcome back for the first time. He's a preacher, author. Why did I say welcome back for the first time? We welcome for the first time preacher, author, digital creator, Derek Stevens, also known as Poetically Christian. Hey, Derek.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Merry Christmas. Yes, this is our final Wintermas episode for 2025, and glad to have you, Derek. And also glad to have back returning for the upteenth time, awesome.
Who is it?
Our awesome clergy officer, Dustin Warford. Hey, Dustin.
This is it. Don't get scared now. I'm Dustin, clergy officer. This is my ship, and I have to defend it.
Well, technically it's my ship, but I appreciate you defending it, so thank you.
For the mutiny.
No mutinies here. No mutinies here. But now that you have a quick flyby, let's fly right past any mutiny talk. And Paul, can you give us a quick overview of the production specs for Home Alone?
Sure. Enola Holmes was released September 23rd,
good
2020. PG. It's rated PG-13. Runs 2 hours and 3 minutes. It's directed by Harry Bradbeard. Written by Jack Thorne,
Paul,
Nancy Springer, and Arthur
Paul.
Conan Doyle. Yeah. Isn't it nice that Arthur Conan Doyle got credit?
I sense
For
some
Enola
stranger
Holmes?
things going on here.
Well, yeah.
We're not talking
Millie Bobby Brown is in
Alona
it.
or whatever her name is, Holmes.
Enola Holmes.
That too. This is Home Alone.
Oh, sorry. That's my dyslexia mixing up. All right, hold on. Home Alone, not the sequel, right?
No.
The trip to New York?
No.
It's not.
No.
That could have been brought to my attention yesterday.
Fine. Go back. This is this is not like the third or fourth or fifth one. This is the original one, right?
The original 1990 starring Macaulay Culkin.
All right, just making sure. All right, here we go. Home Alone was released October 1991 for the NES, November for the Game Boy, and December for the Game Boy, and December for the SNES, and you had to wait another year for Genesis and the Amiga for December 1992. What, Francisco? What?
The movie, not the game, not the book, not the comic strip, the movie.
You could have been more specific. Jeez, hold on. All right. Home Alone. I hope this is right, was released November 16th, 1990.
There
Runs
we
an
go.
hour and 43 minutes. Is rated PG and was directed by Christopher Columbus, who sailed the ocean blue. Written by John Hughes. And the lead stars being Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, and Danielle Stern. And music was composed by the legendary, sorry, you got to take a seat on this one, John Williams, because John Williams is in the house.
You know, I don't know if I prefer. I feel like you're messing up everyone's name, so you give equal opportunity to name mess ups, regardless.
I'm an equal
of
opportunist, yes.
country of origin. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Part of me just wants you to pronounce them correctly if you know them, but whatever. We're gonna continue.
Sorry. John Williams. Okay,
you.
Home Alone. Are you ready for the box office trivia? Let's put that
I
up.
think I'm finally ready. Derek and Dustin, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Bring it on. Let's go.
Awesome. And you, everyone in chat, you're welcome to join in as well. Go for it, Paul.
All right, Home Alone was made for about $15 million and earned over $476 million in the box office.
Whoa.
So given this fact, how high in the box office do you think it ranks among the movies released theatrically in 1990?
All right. In 1990
Worldwide or domestic?
Worldwide.
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 Let's.
And this is counting all the showing of 1991 wrapped into it as well, because it played for like almost a year straight in the theater.
Oh wow. Okay. So
Wow.
let's see. Bobo starts us out with 7. He guesses 7. Derek, where do you think this was?
I'll say it's probably around 4 because it would have went up against Terminator 2 the following year in 91.
Oh yeah, good point. Dustin, what number do you guess?
Let's see here. I think we had like Dances with Wolves and Ninja Turtles. Those all came out in the same year.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say this is number 2.
2. Okay.
I'm gonna say 2. Worldwide number 2.
Okay. For me, I am going to go 13. I'm going to go 13. My lucky number. Let's see how lucky it was. Paul, where did it
All right.
end up?
There's a reason why Dustin's a big deal, because number 2 is correct.
Oh, jeez.
Let's go. Feed the ego.
All right. Very fair. Ashley abstained from guessing because I imagine she knew the answer.
Oh, okay.
What was number 1?
Hugo, you're a bit off. It wasn't 3. It was number 2, like Dustin had said. Congratulations, Dustin.
Number 1 is a Patrick Swayze movie.
Ghost?
Yes.
Deadly Dance.
Hey.
Point Break?
Yeah, right.
No, Roadhouse?
Roadhouse? Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for those factoids, Paul. And let's see if any of them factor into our memory mind meld or subsequent roundtable discussion, which we will get into once Alice has located our target film.
Alert. Alert. Target located. Spoilers incoming. Establishing analysis vector.
In their rush to the airport, the McAllisters overlooked one minor detail. Now, his parents have a problem.
I don't care if I get out on the runway and hitchhike. I am going to get home to my son.
2 burglars are in trouble.
We know the traitor.
And Evan is in heaven. Home Alone. Rated PG. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
All right, yes. Kevin's Home Alone in theaters everywhere. That's weird. You're home alone in a theater. I'm not sure how that works.
Because your theater is at home.
Maybe
You
you
live
guys
inside a
have different memories than...
And no one's in there. Sorry, go ahead. I'm talking over you. That's
No,
what I do.
Let's let the Master Interrupter go. What did you have to say, Master Interrupter?
Yeah, I encourage you. Go, Captain, go.
Please. Well, that commercial might have brought back some memories for you, but what did we collectively remember for Home Alone? Let's find out in our memory mind meld synopsis. Uncle Buck's nephew acts like a normal child who is emotionally tormented by his older siblings, gets all the blame for the drama, and his honest emotional reaction is rewarded with banishment to the attic, where his parents totally forget when a neighbor kid leads to a miscounting of the kids, and they leave the next morning on their massive Christmas vacation. I forget how it goes. I imagine that you're going for the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation song there, but whatever. The page master goes from crazy excited to be alone by shooting starring lineups, finding Buzz's life savings and girlfriend, shopping and eating junk and watching rubbish, to growing in responsibility as he is not only does the daily chores around the house and has to learn to shave, but protect it from the cousin Vinny's illegal search and seizure. The bee sting boy, when is 6 or 7? Wow. See what I did there? Years of life outsmarts the Wet Bandits with paint cans and an old man, and ultimately saves Christmas. Wow.
6, 7.
Oh my goodness. I mean, some of that was right there, but there were some things that were decepted. But before we get into things. Sorry, guys. Hold on.
But as flawed as
window, and it totally messed with me here. So let me fix it. So Edna mode, of course. Not that.
Edna mode.
Thank you. Hey, Star Fox. All right.
No capes.
I mean, I'm no stranger to Edna mode, but this many Edna modes, like 5 minutes in, this is a record.
I assumed you knew
We're
that.
20 minutes in, so I mean that's when we started the recording, but still.
And call me when you get back, darling. I enjoy it.
Yes, many Ednas. Here we go. We can continue on. Based on those memories, as flawed as they may have been, what rating did they lead you to predict for this film before you rewatched it? Classic, nostalgic, or tragic? Let's begin with Derek. What was your prediction for Home Alone?
My prediction was classic.
Classic. All right. And when was the first time you remember seeing this movie?
Oh, man. Probably 8 years old.
Okay.
When it came out.
Yeah. Very nice. Dustin, how about you?
So I also predicted this a classic.
Okay.
Yeah, just super fun. I remember watching it. I didn't see it in theaters. I was, I believe, 6 years old when it came out.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't see it in the theater, but I do remember seeing it at home. You know, when we had these really cool ancient VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you picked up from Blockbuster.
Absolutely.
But yeah, renting it, watching it, loving it, and still loving it to this day. So I predicted classic.
Very, very cool. And then let's see, Paul, what was your prediction?
I predicted classic. I saw it in the theaters because, you know, that's what the TV commercials that played ad nauseum told me to do when it came out. That thing was everywhere. So, and I've enjoyed it throughout the years. It's not something that I watch every year, but occasionally I'll put it on. So I predicted classic. I think it'll still hold up.
Very, very nice. For me, I also predicted classic. I remember seeing this. I don't think we saw this in the theaters either, but I very much remember watching this on VHS plenty of times throughout the years. So definitely a prediction of classic for me. And it'll be interesting to see if those predictions pan out. But first, let's get into the things we liked most about Home Alone. Start us off.
Best bits.
And let us begin.
Nope.
Thank you, Paul. Yes, and our best bits are Edna mode again. Gosh. And our best bits are brought to you by none other than PaulJPowers.com.
PaulJPowers.com.
Can't forget the .com. All right, so let's begin with Dustin. What is one thing you liked about Home Alone?
So I think, what I love watching this movie is, so when you think back of this movie, you immediately think of the end, right? You know, just the bandits coming in and all the traps. That's like what this movie is known for.
Mm-hmm.
But rewatching it through, there's so much more hilarious moments in this movie than just the Wet Bandits getting destroyed at the end. You know, the shopping, the shoplifting, fiasco, the falling off the shelf at home, the spider stuff. The movie's full of moments that when you go back and you rewatch it, you realize this isn't just a movie that's fun and then really funny at the end. The whole movie is really funny and keeps you entertained all throughout. So I really thought this movie had it going for it. The pacing was good and the humor was just from beginning to end captivating.
I thought it was hilarious when Uncle Frank called, "Look what you did, you little jerk." I was just rolling on the
so
floor
funny,
laughing.
right?
Oh wait, I wasn't.
Was it relatable?
All right, but yeah, all the funny bits throughout. Yeah, totally get that, Dustin. Derek, were there specifically funny things that you liked, or was there something else you liked about this film?
One of the things I liked about it was it's a product of its time, nostalgia.
Absolutely.
If you try to put this movie in 2025, it does not work. I mean, Kevin would go to his cell phone in 2 minutes, it would be over.
Right.
But, the pay phones, the Pepsi cans, it's full of 90s nostalgia. So that's one of the things that I always look forward to popping this in, is just kind of putting it in and rewinding back to 1990.
Yes. A simpler time. I think I was watching, and my bride Ashley would pop in every so often, and I seem to recall her saying something like, well, I don't remember. I remember saying something about how it was just a simpler time or something. I don't know.
Maybe time period piece.
Maybe I'm decepting just a few days ago, guys. It's been a rough couple days. Okay. Tell me in chat, Ashley, if I'm completely decepting that. But I totally agree with you nonetheless, Derek. Paul, were those simpler times something that really brought a like to your attention, or was there something else you enjoyed?
Oh yeah, definitely. I enjoy the time, but what made my list even higher than that was the score by John Williams.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
he knocked it out of the park in this one. I mean, the song, of course, my favorite song in his score, and I'm talking the whole soundtrack, even with like the added songs with words in them, like Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, all those other songs, they're all great. They add flavor, but even the score, I think, is very memorable. Of course, you have my favorite song from this movie is where they're trying to get ready for the plane, and I just so much full of energy in that. And that's Making the Plane, but also his main theme, this Somewhere in My Memory, I think that's what it's called. I forget the name of it, but anyway, great score. I listened to it not just at Christmas time, but also just randomly throughout the year. In fact, this was nominated as here we're going to do something a little fun here.
Ooh, okay.
This was nominated for an Academy Award, Best Original Score, and Best Original Song. Did it win? Yes or no?
Oh,
for Best Original Score.
Yes. No.
I'll say yes.
Yes. Yeah. The answer is no.
Oh,
in fact,
what beat it?
This one won.
Yes,
it's the best original.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, Dances with Wolves won.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. I imagine that's
kind of not, because guess whose soundtrack is better? John Williams. Anyway, moving along.
Sure, Paul. Sure.
If you didn't play that song, I was gonna be like, Paul, what about that other song that was in the movie? You know what we're talking about? Just kind of lead you right into it.
Then he starts breaking out the hamster dance.
Awesome, Paul. You know what? That leads. It wasn't my first like that I was going to bring up, but since you sort of teed me up, I absolutely adore the John Williams sort of. It starts with is it so not so it's not Silver Bells, Carol of the Bells. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
I love that. We're listening to that in the cathedral. That Macaulay Culkin, Kevin and the old dude are in. they're listening. He's leaving. You're hearing that, and then it transitions to this more like battle music that he's getting ready to. He's preparing for battle. I love that so much. I don't know why it just resonates with me in a way that only John Williams music can. Not quite as good as Basil Poledouris, but still really, really good. So that was my first like. Let's go back to Derek. What's something else you liked about this film?
Well, I like the performance by Macaulay Culkin. Again, if he's not in this movie, is it a classic? Probably not. He kind of makes the movie. If you take him out, it's not the same movie. So that's the second thing I had written down is the Macaulay Culkin performance.
Yeah, and Home Alone 3, 4, and 5.
I was going to say they did that 3, 4, 5, and what one came out last year? Home Sweet Home Alone. That was terrible.
Oh my goodness!
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I think Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern did a great job as being foils for that, the opposite of Macaulay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you don't believe, as silly and over the top as they are, if you don't believe in them, then it loses its magic. So
absolutely.
Didn't someone say once that it's not about the hero, it's about the villain? That's the range of
the hero is only as good as its villain.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you brought up something else that's on my like list there, Paul. I know that wasn't we were talking about Derek's there, but with Macaulay Culkin being, you don't really have a movie of Home Alone of as great as it was without that. But for me, I agree with that. I just want to say though, Daniel Stern gives such an amazing cry of pain and agony in this movie. I don't know. He just sells his pain so well. I hate how hurt he gets. I mean, they deserve it, but oh gosh, it's just from the nail to the spider to the glass in his heels. He just does it so well. So that's another like of mine.
Marv definitely gets the worst end of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Dustin. What was the opposite of the worst end of this? What was something you really liked about Home Alone?
I also really liked the cast. I mean, I just the whole cast I think was what really stood out to me was Kevin's growth throughout the whole movie.
Oh, yes.
Him starting off with, I hate my family. I hope I never see you again. And his mom even says, well, say it again. And he does it, and he doubles down, I hope I never see any of you jerks. And he storms upstairs. He does what every kid would do in that situation the next morning, the ice cream, the jumping on the bed, just all the things. So, being a children's pastor, I would ask kids that, if you would be in charge, what would you do? And this movie, he lives it, right? He starts doing all those things. But then he goes grocery shopping. He does the laundry. He overcomes his fear in the basement, and then ultimately defends his house and catches the bad guys. And through all that, he misses his family. And he realizes he does need his mom and he does need his family. So just his growth arc from beginning to end, I really, really think is awesome in this movie.
Absolutely. I'm surprised that wasn't your classic maker. So I'm very curious what your classic maker is, and we're almost there. But Paul.
I've got a better one.
What's one more thing you liked about Home Alone?
Not quite my classic maker, but almost is the older I get, for some reason, I appreciate Old Man Marley more, the character. Because at first, you think he's this fabled, legendary psycho murder killer on the loose, but it turns out he's not that way, and it turns out like he's not this menacing old man. He's actually a nice man, and he actually helps like Kevin. I guess the police were on their way, but who knows, maybe Kevin would have lost a finger in the process.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I really love the character of Old Man Marley in this film.
Thank goodness he was carrying a metal shovel and not a plastic one.
Right? Yeah, indeed. Dunk. Did you just hit me with that? But that goes perfectly into my classic maker, Paul. So I'll start with classic makers for us, and I feel like you certainly have the climax of the Kevin defending his home against Marv and what's the
Harry.
Harry.
Marv and Harry.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like it's not really the emotional climax, but you get the most emotional goodness, I guess, of the scene right before that with Kevin and Old Man Marley in the cathedral, where that's where you've seen how much Kevin has grown, that he's able to give wisdom to this man who's also helping him to say, hey, you don't have to be scared of me. I'm just a guy that wants to see his granddaughter. And just the way the emotion in that scene, I just adore. And like you're saying, Paul, that Old Man Marley grows on you. I feel like I almost love his story. It's so small in this, but I almost love it a bit more than just Kevin's story. And I wonder if that's because
absolutely.
We fill in all the pieces of it. You see the tragedy and the reconciliation, and it's a beautiful, like almost like a short within this wider picture. But I just love it so much. So it has all the feels in a really good way. I love that he gets to be a hero too. Both of them are both of them star in this bad, like they're what's the opposite of restoration? They're both broken in certain ways with their families.
Deterioration.
Then they go through some growth. I feel like Kevin's growth is we're informed of what's going on with him a bit more than Old Man Marley, but they both grow. They both have victory over an enemy, the Wet Bandits, and they both have restoration with their families. It's just this great little hero's journey in this movie. So I just really like that. Okay,
Good
now
pick.
that I'm done gushing, let's go to one of you guys. Dustin, what is your classic maker for Home Alone?
All right, my classic maker, I love the overall theme that you see. And that ties into Kevin's growth and then what you said with Old Man Marley.
Yeah.
His first name is Jacob.
Jacob Marley.
Really?
That's Christmas.
Oh, he appeared in 2 Christmas movies.
Yeah, well, that's how you know it's a classic, and that's because that's what's going to rate it. It's not like we're going to do it a disservice. Like,
oh no, this is totally
like someone would
like you
do
did
it, like someone would call The Empire Strikes Back a nostalgic or something. That's just not going to happen.
Let's not go down that ridiculous rabbit trail. The theme of forgiveness, family, redemption, just all the things that you see culminating in the old man's life and in Kevin's life, when he gets back to his family and not just that, but his mom even when she sees him, she's overwhelmed. It's more than just, oh my gosh, you were home alone and you're okay. You see all of the regret of the last conversation they had coming fully to fruition in those moments.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I love how it all ties
movie
up
than I did, but I'll get to that later.
Paul saw a tragic movie. Uh-oh. Awesome. Yeah, Dustin, I totally agree with you there. Derek, what? Okay, Paul, that's great. Derek, I'm curious, was the sort of the overall story, the themes, certain characters, what made for your classic maker for Home Alone?
Well, we kind of mentioned it already. All of us did. First of all, I had kind of a hard time deciding between the two, but it's the John Williams score with the soundtrack, and of course the ending with Old Man Marley getting together with his son. That brings a tear every single time I watch it. But without, again, just like if you take Macaulay Culkin out of the movie, it's not a classic. If you don't have that John Williams score and the Christmas music driving the movie forward, I don't think it's the same movie either.
Yeah.
So the score then would be
be my classic. Yeah.
Awesome.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Okay, John Williams fanboy. Of course you could.
Yeah. None of this character growth nonsense. Give me the score.
All right. Well, Paul, that leaves you. What did make your classic maker, since you hate this movie apparently?
No, it's actually, I think the best thing about this movie is already been said before, I think it's the fun antics of a boy being home all by himself. I never said home alone growing up. I said all by myself. I know it's more words, but that's how I grew up.
Okay.
But just the idea of the kid, what would you do? And he plays out that fantasy, and then he defeats the bad guys while fulfilling that fantasy. So It's just a great idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Every kid's dream.
Yeah,
we still shout the line out here at home. I'll start it, and then my girls will finish it. When I grow up and I get married, and they'll start yelling, "I'm living alone!" Up and down. Such a great line. I love it that he says it though. When I grow up and I get married, I'm living alone.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
That's so funny.
I wonder if he says it to his wife nowadays, Macaulay Culkin.
That'd be pretty funny if he did, but also a little strange. Yeah. Oh my word. Well, so now you know the things we liked most about Home Alone. But let's talk about something that you may not know, some trivia about the film. The more you know sound clip goes here. Please.
Sorry, I was interacting with Bobo in chat.
And today's trivia about the movie is brought to you by Monster Island Film Vault. Hey, kaiju lovers, looking for a podcast that's a fun listen and takes big monsters seriously? Then check out the Monster Island Film Vault, a podcast seeking entertainment and enlightenment through tokusatsu. Host/film curator Nate Marchand and his rotating roster of guest hosts take academic yet fun deep dives into the wide world of giant monster films and TV, discussing their artistic merits or lack thereof, and their historic and cultural contexts, giving you a greater appreciation for an underappreciated genre. You'll hear You'll hear about Godzilla, King Kong, Gamera, and more, while also getting a crash course in toku topics, ranging from history to sociology to science. Along the way, you'll hear audio drama segments chronicling Nate's many misadventures on Monster Island with a colorful cast of characters, like his intrepid producer, Jimmy from NASA. So pay a visit to the Monster Island Film Vault at monsterislandfilmvault.com.
That's great, Francisco.
Thanks. And thanks to Monster Island Film Vault, did you all realize director Chris Columbus's biggest fear as a kid was burglars?
Whoa.
It's part of why he wanted to make this movie, in fact.
That a fact.
With that in mind, are you guys dirty angels? No. With that in mind, what was your biggest fear as a kid? Let's begin with Paul.
Like most people, I was afraid of the dark. More of like what could happen to me in the dark.
Yeah.
But also growing fear of needles, and it's only gotten worse. It's one of those ones that are irrational. It's kind of like the fear of heights. Like as I've gotten older, I've gotten more of a fear of heights, and it's just doesn't make sense. Like I'm not thinking that I'm scared, but my body just shakes. So
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
No skydiving then?
You know what? I'm fine for like helicopters and everything. It's standing on a ledge that does it. Or even if there's railing there, like it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about those buildings where it's like a room will go
Great trivia, Francisco. And
okay.
No, I'm joking.
I get it. Let's go on to Derek. How about you? What's your biggest fear what was your biggest fear as a kid?
In the words of Marv, kids are scared of the dark. That would probably be mine. Like a lot like Paul, not necessarily the dark itself, but every time you hear a noise, you start legging it home just a little faster.
Yeah, and then your imagination starts getting goes away. It's worse and worse what it is.
Yeah.
How about you, Dustin?
Well, we're sensing a common theme here, aren't we? Because I'll say it. I was terrified of the dark. Now, let me rephrase this. It's not I was scared of the dark. I am scared of the dark.
Do you still sleep with the nightlight too?
So my wife she would love blackout curtains in the bedroom, like just pitch black.
My wife's the same.
I cannot do it. I'm still to this day. I hate the dark. My imagination runs wild.
Okay.
I have to be able to see something. It doesn't have to be a lot of light. Just if I can there's something there. So my charger actually emits a very, very faint blue glow on my phone. And that's all I need. Just to be able to look over and I can pinpoint something. But to this day, I do not like the dark. Don't like being in it. I hate it.
I need something a little brighter to find my way to the bathroom.
And it's funny though, because I know we're fine. There's nothing there, but my imagination just exact same as when I was a kid. It just runs wild when I can't see anything, and I hate it.
Totally get that.
It's all
What
in my
about you,
imagination.
Francisco?
Oh, for me, I was wondering, it might have been scared of the dark. I guess it probably was because I would just sleep with the lights on, so it wasn't really an issue. So, but I remember
How
being.
can you be afraid of the dark when it's never dark?
Exactly. But
He was afraid of his mom and dad and the electric bill.
Yeah. I remember being very scared of spiders, though, especially after watching Arachnophobia. Just any little spider, I was like terrified of for quite some time. I'm not so much these days. I actually will let spiders live that were in the house because they're taking care of other pests. So
there you go.
But yeah, it certainly was spiders as a kid.
I usually people, not at them, but when people say they have arachnophobia, because I go, is it really worth you being afraid of when you can just go like this and you kill them? Over.
You don't. Hey, Dustin, those little daggers can go into you as you're squishing it, and then you die. Is that what you want?
But this coming from the guy who, when my wife is gone, I will sleep with the bedroom light on, and it's fine. We'll go right to sleep. Light on, blankets up, peace out, and I'm gone. It's great.
Great trivia, Francisco.
Thank you. I did want to say, Hugo Hughes in chat comments, I love the dark, but I hate nature. Okay. So spiders was a fear of mine as well. Okay, there you go.
Nice. You got a friend there.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
So now that we've all had some trivial fun, let's find out what memories you, the Rad Rewinders, had about Home Alone.
All right. And from Facebook, we start with Stephen Forrester says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Which is actually a quote from the second movie. This is...
Keep the change, you filthy animals.
You filthy animal,
Yeah.
right. All right. Nathan Joseph Sitton Marchin says, I was compared to Kevin as a kid.
All right. Wardale White says, the best ever live action Tex Avery cartoon ever. I could see that.
The Wet Bandits. Yeah. Kevin Joshua Burnham says, kids, teachers, and even the principal in school wouldn't stop screaming my name because his name's Kevin.
Oh, okay.
They switched schools, went to seek professional help, talked to guidance counselors, and the result turned into homeschooling. So I was excited about that. But after a few weeks later, it was worse because my siblings and parents made up for twice as much as screaming my name all the time. They should have named me Candyman. That way, Tony Todd would have taken on them screaming Kevin all the time. However, the movie is fine for what it is.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Jesse Cleva Vidal says, it was sad when he was stung by the bee. Oh, yeah, that was a sad
Yeah,
part.
the bee sting boy. That was in our memories, yeah. Kristen Rich Victor says, she left the gif of Kevin's sister saying, you're what the French call les incompetents.
Who Will Save Generation X podcast says, I remember rooting for the Wet Bandits to get the kid. Oh, my gosh.
Wow. All right, and David Bopke says, I remember this being the first movie I saw in the theater twice. I remember having a poster that looked kind of like a board game showing Kevin's traps throughout the house. Oh, I remember that.
Oh, really?
As
Okay,
a kid, the implausible elements of this movie didn't matter. Stern and Pesci are awesome. I think of this movie every year, not because it's Christmas movie, but because another podcast did an audio version of the movie with wrestlers and all the roles.
Oh, wow.
Snap it to a Slim Jim. Snap it to an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah.
But he goes on, but I wonder, what elements of this movie did you guys wrestle with?
Oh, what a great lead-in, Bobo. Thank you. Yeah, and you know what? Thank you all for sharing your memories. And Bobo's comment certainly leads us into our dislikes section. So Alice, cue that up for us.
Worst woes.
Yes, worst woes. The worst woes.
Oh, sorry. I'm interacting with chat again. I got to stop that. Just welcome back, Ashton Ketchum. Where are we? Oh, okay. The worst woes. Sorry.
Edna mode.
And our worst woes of a Garfield Christmas special.
Oh, dang it. Sorry.
He's laughing because that's what's written in our notes. So let's try this again.
Home Alone, not special.
Now it says Home Aloe Special.
No, just wait for it to catch up. It's there.
All right. And take 3. And our worst woes of Home Alone are sponsored by Francisco, and you can join him in our Discord community at retrorewindpodcast.com/Discord.
Indeed. All right, guys. Well, since apparently I sponsored the worst woes, I'll go ahead and start us off with the one thing I didn't like. And it's funny because it's sort of tied to my classic maker in a way. So I said my classic maker was Kevin and Old Man Marley being in the cathedral or church. I imagine it looked cathedral-y to me. I know it wasn't like a huge one, but whatever.
It wasn't one of those small little warehouse churches.
Exactly. So they're there, and the grandpa, Old Man Marley, says, "I'm here to see my granddaughter sing," and it's Christmas Eve. It's a children's choir performance, and that church should be packed with.
No, it's a rehearsal.
When does it say it's a rehearsal?
Obviously, there'd be more people there.
Christmas Eve night? What else would it be?
It's probably later in the evening.
What?
This is probably the rehearsal right
Christmas
beforehand.
Day performance.
Sure.
Or Christmas Day performance.
Sure. Okay.
Everyone has Christmas Day performances. Come on.
I don't buy it. This is the performance, and there's no one in the seats. This should be packed with parents and grandparents and kids and tons of people. And
maybe those are all the kids that got left home alone.
All right, that's a good point. Yeah, all their families are gone. It just, for me, it didn't make sense. I guess if they had said, I forget what Old Man Marley said about why he couldn't come later or something, or see his granddaughter later.
Because later is the actual performance.
Okay, fine, whatever. This is a rehearsal, but they just made that more clear because it made my dislike list. So there you go. Okay, feels good to have that.
Christopher Columbus. And sorry for calling you Christopher, Chris.
Paul, you know what? He probably doesn't like being called Christopher, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But what didn't you like about his movie?
Okay, the Wet Bandits. They're either
what?
I'll say this. They're very admirable at their tenacity of keeping on going. Because I would have stopped way earlier. Like after the first or second one, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm out. Like this isn't worth it. Like especially for like what are they gonna? They're gonna just dump it off at a secondhand store or whatever. I don't know how they. Whatever they're putting in their effort, I doubt is what they're getting back out of.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
So to me, that is a lot of work and a lot of pain and a lot of. I would have left a long time ago. Like anyway.
It became more of a pride thing at that point, right? they had to not get invested by the
for
kid.
me, it became unbelievable. Like, okay, who's going to keep on going? Like, but you know, those are the people. Hey, those are the people that make the world turn. Those go-getters. I'm not one of them.
The same two that tried again in New York. That's who.
Exactly.
Yeah. Along with the hotel staff.
Yeah,
I think they're the victims of the sunk cost fallacy. It's like I'm in this deep already. I just gotta keep going. Eventually, I'll turn a profit.
Yeah, there's a lot of pride that gets in the way for me. It's not worth it to me.
But you got to admit, their tenacity is what made that third act so stinking funny.
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't have as great of a movie without it.
I've got. The first time I watched it with my girls, Aurora and Avery, was probably 5 years ago, and I can still hear their belly laughs. That whole third act, it was so fun to hear them so invested in these guys getting the tar beat out of them.
Dustin, what weren't you very invested in about this movie, though?
All right, what I was not invested in though was it does have to do with the Wet Bandits.
Oh, okay.
But it's the opening scene with Joe Pesci, Harry, standing in the house in his police uniform.
Yeah.
So watching the movie with just entertainment eyes, all these years. It's no big deal. But now watching it like, all right, let's really analyze this.
Yeah.
You start looking at everyone interacts with him. Who let him in the house?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't acknowledge there's a cop standing in the house until he's already been standing there for who knows how long?
Right.
Why is the dad like, oh, what are you doing here? Huh? Am I in trouble? It's like, that's your first question is, why is there a cop standing in my house for the past, who knows? It was all the red flags of random cop in my doorway, not even in the doorway, like in the living room,
exactly,
opening the door for other people who are ringing the doorbell. It's just, it doesn't add up. Like this, why are they not questioning more?
If you've never had that many people in your house, there's all kinds of random people that can show up.
Well, see, I grew up in a family with 15 kids though, so
you wouldn't know.
But that's how I would know if there's a cop in the house. It's not just, hey, keep going, guys. There's something going on.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, your house is probably a little more disciplined than this household, and we'll get to more of that later, I'm sure.
Ooh, I like it. I like where that's going.
We will.
Derek, keep us disciplined with our dislikes with yours.
Okay, so mine is inconsistency with continuity.
Ooh, interesting.
Like where?
If you look at like something like Kevin, when he's having the flashbacks about his family disappearing, he's remembering all the things they said. Look what you did, you little jerk. Laissez competent. You're completely helpful. All these different things. We have Buzz. We got Buzz saying, Kevin, I'm going to feed you to my tarantula. We never saw that in the movie. So I guess we just have to assume that this happened off camera.
Yeah.
Right.
Then we have another edit. Same thing with Buzz. And they're up in Paris at this time. And she goes, don't you think the little kids flipped out? And he's saying, A, I'm not that lucky. 2, we use smoke detectors. And D, we live on the most boring street in the United States of America. They didn't edit that out. Why is it A to D? What is this, a bingo card?
Well, I think they did that to show how dumb he is.
Yeah, that's how.
He's just dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb, I don't like it.
that whole
reason,
spider
that pulls
thing
me out of the movie for whatever reason.
You know what? I'm there with you, Derek. When they do like the floating heads above Kevin remembering it, I'm like, they didn't say it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just in me. I know, like, memories can be distorted and such, but there's something in me that goes, "Oh, that's off. Oh, that's not right." Yeah.
I almost put that feed you to my tarantula thing on my dislikes, but I didn't. But I'm glad you said it because it was on my list of that's always been a thing for me. He never said that. He never said that.
No.
Oh well, I guess my mind just filled in. Oh yeah, he probably said that another time. But I do wish this whole him like enumerating things in a weird way or having these little quirks. But talking about Buzz, Kevin's brother, I feel like that should have been repeated a couple more times. Otherwise, it's just this one-off, and it does seem very out of place. All of a sudden, why is he doing this thing?
It probably was edited out though. That
could be. All right, guys. Well, speaking of inconsistencies, not so much inconsistency, but something that didn't make sense to me was, and I don't understand why. I understand. Okay, when you guys, I imagine, have all shaved at some point in your life with like a Bic or a Gillette or a safety razor.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
What? Never, Dustin.
This is 41 years of just letting it happen.
A razor has never touched that beauty there.
Okay, Samson. All right. Well, for the rest of us,
let's go.
He's a Nazarite indeed.
You shave. You put on like aftershave that has some alcohol in it. Yeah, it stings some. So I could get if Kevin shaved and put on aftershave, him going because he's a kid and pain is like a little out of depth. But he never shaves, so why does it sting him at all? I don't get this. And he does it twice.
I always just assumed that it's because he just got out of the shower and your pores are open from a hot shower, and that's where the sting came.
Yeah, I've tried that growing, and it doesn't work. It's not stinging.
Yeah. So nice try, Dustin.
Maybe I've never used aftershave. I don't know.
I know this movie makes you assume too much, Francisco. It asks you to assume that the kids' choir is in rehearsal. It asks you to assume that Kevin used a razor against his skin, and it's not pink. It's peach. There's no razor burns there.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know why it would sting if there's no razor burns
Exactly.
there, but there's a lot to assume there.
All
It's
right,
the middle of winter and he's cold. He's never experienced mentholated.
I guess. Oh my. All right. Well, Derek, what do you wish you had never experienced in this movie? What's something else you disliked?
Something else I disliked is just some of the characters. Uncle Frank. Even though
he's the
it's
worst.
even though it's your uncle, I mean, can you imagine if you're a parent and your brother-in-law calls your kid a jerk right in front of you and you say nothing? And he's trying to steal crystal salt and pepper shakers on the plane. I mean, just his character is just totally unlikable. He's one that I would say is a dislike.
Yeah.
Totally get that.
And for some reason, his brother that Buzz doesn't bother me as much as the Kevin, you're such a disease. That's the one that gets
the
me.
Pete and Pete brother.
Pete
Yeah.
kid,
Yeah.
Yes, Uncle Frank is cheap, George Bryce. All right, Dustin, was it Uncle Frank or some other character or something else that really bothered you that you didn't like about Home Alone?
I am right along there with the not just Uncle Frank, but the whole lack of Paul mentioned it, the whole lack of discipline in the whole house.
Yes.
I mean, you got Frank, and that scene makes me seriously cringe because now that I have my own kids, if any of my siblings ever looked at my kids, even if they did something atrocious, just whatever, and they said, Laura, Avery, look what you did, you jerk. My first reaction wouldn't be look at my kid, be look at him and be like, what did you just say to my daughher? Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
She's being a little jerk. I called her out on it.
You're not going on vacation anymore. How's that? So yeah, Frank's thing, the way the parents handle everything with all the chaos and kids lashing out at each other, it's all terrible. The movie is the poster for bad parenting.
Yeah.
I mean, I do appreciate how in that little sort of spat that Kevin and his mom are having before he goes up to the attic, that she doesn't raise her. He's giving her raised emotions. She stays calm, even though she says some things that are somewhat cruel back to him. But in the end, she says
they don't get in the shouting match. She keeps it cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate that as well.
But yeah, I appreciate that. But
Did that ever bother you guys? Where he said, "We are upstairs, dummy." Could you imagine if he said that?
Oh my gosh!
Oh yes. Oh.
I have much higher tolerance personally if my kids say harsh things to me than I do if they say harsh things to my wife. That gets me my blood boiling more than if they're talking back or saying things to me. So
all right. Well, let's just go ahead and let me get this out of the way because this is my tragic maker. Okay.
All right.
Might as well just. I agree with everything that you guys are saying. Look, kids calling each other names when grown-ups aren't around, that's normal. Kids, not all kids, but some kids will do that. But when kids call each other's names when grown-ups are around, like Kevin, you're such a disease right in front of the grown-ups, that just didn't fly no matter whose house I was at. Then when Kevin, like you said, has this conversation with his mom.
Get upstairs. I am upstairs, dummy.
I don't. Okay, there would have been serious.
This is the 90s when it was okay to hit a child.
Yeah.
And everyone that I grew up around, you would have been in so much trouble.
Yeah.
And then I appreciate that the mom was calm, but she didn't do jack about nothing. This, like you said, this kind of environment is I would want my family to disappear too. Kind of a thing.
I'd have got spanked many times if I ever said that to my mother.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
I will say that. I'll just go ahead. I'll go with my tragic maker then, since we're sort of Paul's just start the train. We can't stop it now. My tragic maker, much like I think Derek's, but also a little bit of you too, Dustin. I hated Uncle Frank, and And Uncle Frank and Buzz to a lesser degree, but mainly Uncle Frank. And here's the reason. I actually had how Kevin treats his family and his family treats him as a dislike. That was like the first thing I wrote down. But as the movie progresses, you see the growth Kevin has, his mom has. You see that growth. And the thing is, Uncle Frank has it not at all. You don't see any growth. He's always a jerk through and through. So that just makes me hate him even more. There's no comeuppance for him. He's not like I wanted to see the Wet Bandits driving away in a cop car, and then Uncle Frank also led it away in a cop car for stealing on a flight or something. Just something, because I hate that. I mean, this goes to my whole like disobeying children. It's disobeying children. My pet peeve about disobeying children in movies, it's when there's no consequence, and it's kind of, it would be the same for an adult. There's just like, where's the justice in that? So so I hate him. Buzz, you get a little glimmer of like he respects Kevin a bit more now, but really he is just so mean to him, and there's no real, I can't see a reason to be so mean to a younger brother. It's just like, I don't know. So.
Well, let me tell you about my older brothers.
Yeah.
Were they all 14 of you or Dustin?
No, we all loved each other. We absolutely bickered and fought, but none of us loathed each other the way that his older brother just berates on him.
Yeah. All right.
And I had a lot of brothers.
Exactly. All right. So yes, Bob, Uncle Frank is the real villain of the movie. Wet Bandits, they're second tier. Uncle Frank's top dog. All right, then I think we just have Paul's normal dislike, and then we'll get to Derek and Dustin's tragic makers. So, Paul, go ahead with yours.
All right, this was also my tragic maker, but
okay.
I said almost.
Oh,
sorry,
almost. I thought you said also. Okay.
No, sorry, I meant almost, but I said also.
No,
sorry, I'm gonna get a little tongue-tied here because I certainly disagree on your guys' perception of Kevin's growth, because in the end, it's Christmas morning. Kevin wakes up, runs downstairs, excitingly calling out for his mom in hopes that she's there. But when he does finally see her, he doesn't run to her. He gets all sad and does this emotional flip-flop. I'm excited. Oh, I see you, but now I'm all sad. Like, oh, I remember what you did to me. It's like I'm not going to, kind of like this happy. And then he's happy after she apologizes. So his whole attitude is, I'm not going to be happy unless you apologize. For what? He's the one that wished her away. So it can't be that she was gone, that she's apologizing, that he's expecting this apologizing, that he is expecting an apology for. It must be for, sending him to the attic or whatever. There's no growth in there. He's still a snot-nosed little kid. He was home for 2 or 3 days, max, in a rich person's house where they have money and lots of supplies.
He had to steal money from his brother to have any money.
Okay, he still had money there. Okay. He could easily survive. Look, lock me into the White House for a few days. I'll survive. There's enough stuff there to make me, But he only missed his family because that's what his familiarity was. Yeah. It wasn't. I didn't see any like, oh, I'm learning from this and I'm growing from this kind of a thing, and now we're going to treat each other better. No, okay. I just miss having you around because you're always around.
Here's
he did almost get his fingers bit off, so there's that.
Yeah.
Here's the growth I did see, though, Paul. Maybe not so much relationally, though I think there was that implied.
Kind of like the implied choir practice. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, to see how wrecked he made the house with after, not only with the Wet Bandits, but before that, when he's like throwing chips everywhere, getting gobs of ice cream everywhere. And then his mom comes back, and it is immaculate. Like everything.
All right. So Monica Geller would be impressed. This is a little neat freak. This kid is,
well,
but
he wasn't though. He became. He actually cared about his space, which I thought was very impressive.
Yes, but that doesn't. Okay. All right. Fine. He can grow in that. You're right. He grew in that one little area. I'll give you that.
Isn't his mom the one that told him though? Maybe you should wish for a different family. So there was kind of a jabbing towards him from mom as well. I hate my family. Maybe you should just wish for another one. Fine. So she absolutely, I think, was playing into, maybe we don't love you either. So there was hurt both ways.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's get to Derek and Dustin, your tragic makers. Derek, what did you hate most about Home Alone?
Well, I was trying to think of what would make it tragic. If if it wasn't just me, because I enjoy this movie, I adore this movie. But if I didn't and I hadn't seen it my whole life, what is something that would drive a person away from it, would make it tragic? So I went with the narrative. In this movie, you have to suspend so much disbelief. It's almost unbelievable.
Yeah.
We have to believe that an 8-year-old is an engineer and can set all these traps.
That's true.
We have to believe that every single neighbor in the neighborhood is gone for the holidays.
Well, they're rich. What else they got to do?
There's just so many things that you have to suspend your disbelief on that I can imagine that if I had never seen this before, there would be a lot of eye rolling going on. So, yeah, that would be my tragic
storm of circumstances that just happened to. Yeah. The paint cans went exactly right where they needed to go. There was only 2, and they both hit on target. Right.
The thing in that sort of domain that bothered me most was the cops that come to the door and it's just like, no one's answering. Tell them to count their kids again. I mean, this kid might be kidnapped. You can't. I don't think an actual. I mean, I know there's corruption is like.
Francisco,
known for corrupt police. But
there you go.
Yeah. Yes, Paul.
Have you ever been at a job with a coworker that didn't want to work as hard as you, was kind of laxed off, and they're like,
okay,
he just wants to go home or whatever, and you're like, dude, what's with this guy?
Yeah.
That's the cop in Home Alone. Again, perfect storm circumstances.
Good point. All right. Well, then that leaves Dustin. What's the perfect storm of dislikes that made it your tragic maker, Dustin?
All right. My tragic maker does have to do with the mom, Paul, but probably not any of the reasons that you said in yours. All right.
The mom
something that drove me nuts. It's Christmas magic, but it doesn't work for me. When mom talks to him and they have their reconciliation and they're home, and I love you, Kevin, where's the rest of the family? Oh, they couldn't come. They wish it could come, but Kevin, and they just burst through the door.
Right.
Then it's like, how did you get here? The plane that you didn't want to wait for, the one that
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days, but waited for it. For me, it's just like, all right, that negates mom's entire journey. The whole thing. I was like, she didn't have to do it, and she got home 2 minutes.
It's a lesson to us all, not to strive so hard, because you'll be like the mom or the Wet Bandits, and in the end, you get nothing.
So I see in one end, it does do the whole, the family's here, we're all reunited, but I also go, well, that sucks for the mom. She went through a whole lot, and she could have just waited like at the airport, like and I mean, she obviously did what a parent would do in that situation. You go through, bend everything, every effort you possibly can to get home.
She trains an automobile, but
but the fact that they got home a minute, I didn't do the timing, but it's not more than 2 minutes after she walks in the front door. They walk in the door too. Yeah. It's like, wow, that sucks for her. It was all for nothing. Like they all got there at the same time.
Oh man. Well, those are the things we hated most about Home Alone. And now that we've entered all our trajectories into the firing computer, Alice, do you have a firing solution for us?
Firing solution complete. Rating salvo armed and ready to fire on your mark.
All right. Do we rate Home Alone a classic? If you've never seen it before, definitely seek it out. Not to mention a rewatch is totally worth your time if you've already seen it. Or do we rate it a nostalgic? If you've enjoyed it before, then you'll enjoy it again when you're in the mood for like a Christmas comedy. But if you haven't seen it, watch it once for the memes, maybe on 2x speed, knowing you could end up really liking it or loathing it. Or do we rate it a tragic? If you've never seen it before, keep it that way. And if you have seen it before, don't sully any good memories you have of it with a rewatch. So let's begin with our guests as we like to. Derek, you had predicted classic. We've all predicted classic for Home Alone. Yeah. What was your final rating for this?
What were we thinking?
Yeah. I was a glutton for pun. It stayed with classic for me. There's a lot of suspending disbelief, but in the end, it's a good movie, and you walk away with a good feeling in your heart. So yeah, it's classic.
Awesome, classic for you. All right, Dustin, how about you? You again? I'm not going to keep repeating it. We all predicted classic. So what was your final rating, Dustin?
I also stuck with classic.
Okay.
I laughed again watching it. It makes me, I watched it by myself for getting ready for the podcast, but I'm going to watch it again with my kids. Nice. Girls, let's watch Home Alone 1 and 2 and forget any of the other ones ever existed. But
exactly.
But this one, it's a classic. You got to see it if you haven't.
Nice. And before we get to me and Paul's rating, we'd like to go out to you, our reflex capacitors, the people that support us at the $5 or more level. Thank you so much for your support. And you get to vote on these movies as well, which come in clutch when we have like a draw. Like 2 of us are classic, 2 of us are nostalgic. So this is very helpful. And you all rated Home Alone a classic film as well. So we have at least a disputed classic in the works here. But we'll see how me and Paul rate it. Paul, what was your final rating?
I'd like to dispute it, but my prediction of a classic rating stuck much in the way that Marv's shoes stuck to the tar, just would not come off. So classic.
Okay. Sometimes I don't get the hint, so thank you for helping me there, Paul.
Yeah.
It's all up to Mr. Nostalgic.
What are you calling me, Mr. Nostalgic?
Here we go.
I thought he was Captain Tragic.
Oh my word.
How would the Warlord try and thwart this movie?
Oh my God.
Let's find out.
He can take it down.
Anyway, I will say I was close. I was on the fence a bit about this movie. I remember enjoying this a lot more in previous times watching it.
Yeah, I think kids would enjoy this more than adults in general.
This time, yeah, probably. I think something about how Kevin was to his family was really getting to me at the beginning. So, but it didn't say that way at all. But that did weigh the movie down right away for me.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, I rated Home Alone a classic as well. I still think
it's
worth seeing.
Right.
It's a fun movie. I feel like there is good heart to it. And John Hughes is pretty good about having a good level of heart in a lot of his movies. I haven't seen them all, so I can't speak to all of them. But
it's a Christmas miracle, folks. Francisco's heart's grown 3 times.
And he didn't have to go to the top of Mount Crumpet to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, according to the Retro Rewind podcast, then we rate Home Alone a unanimous classic film. We'd recommend anyone go see this, whether or not they've seen it before. But now it's time to get back to our own time. Good old 20XX.
20XX.
ComSat online, awaiting incoming transmissions.
It feels good to be back, but we wouldn't have been able to travel back to 1990 to begin with if it weren't for our amazing reflex capacitors, namely Deborah Powers, Geek Devotions, Drew of the Cellcast, Ashley Ruiz, Kennethan, Fabulous Lomax, That's Our Bobo, D. Tungsten, Mr. Lost, Daryl Hafner, Cool Deluxe, Dustin He's Big Drill, Warford. Oh, you're right here!
Woohoo!
Flux, Redeemed Otaku, in addition to 3 other awesome patrons as well. Thank you all so much for keeping the gigawatts coming. And if you want to help keep us flying and get bonus content for your generosity, we're currently making a new bonus podcast for you all called Retro Reflections. And you could get that by heading over to retrorewindpodcast.com/support to start.
Do you guys give up, or are you thirsty for more? Because we've got plenty more, thanks to our sponsors, like PaulJPowers.com.
Say, Captain Tragic, are there any ways to support the show?
I don't need this again. No tar on me, no glue with feathers. Get that away from me.
Are there any ways for people to support the show? And we're very appreciative of those who do support financially, but those that can't really afford to do so right now, how can they support us?
I mean, you could certainly come on these live streams and watch at Twitch, YouTube, or Rumble, and then you could chime in like Ashley here with hashtag Justice for Empire Strikes Back.
So how does that support us?
What do you want?
Oh, you get a little kickback for viewership?
I mean,
Does that
there
help?
is some of that. If you want to sub on Twitch, yes. But
we might get a penny one day.
I would say though, a free way you can support the podcast is if you enjoyed this episode, which I imagine you did if you've made it this far. If you aren't driving, tap the share icon in your podcast player and send this episode to a friend saying, I know you like Home Alone. It's Christmas. I want to wish you Merry Christmas with this podcast on Home Alone.
Cool. And I'll bet they'll thank you for it.
Well, yeah, of course they would.
And speaking of thanking people, we also want to give a big Wet Bandit hug to our guest hosts for coming on and sharing their thoughts with us about Home Alone. And since we like to go with alphabetical order, we'll start with Derek. Thank you so much, Derek Stevens, aka Poetically Christian Gamer. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your thoughts about Home Alone.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. The Retro Rewind podcast. You guys are awesome. Anybody that's watching, check it out. And I'd appreciate you checking me out as well. I'm on Poetically Christian Gamer at YouTube. Also on Poetically Christian Gamer Twitch. We stream every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, 7 p.m. EST. And through the week, we have videos. All things faith and fun. All things God and gaming. I was truly honored to be on the show. Keep the change, you filthy animals.
It is an honor for us, Derek.
Yes. And Dustin, who's a big deal, Mr. Dustin Warford, thank you for joining us and sharing your support and thoughts of the show.
Yeah, always fun to be on the show. I'm a pastor at a church in Puyallup, so you can find us online at CC Puyallup. That's PUYALLUP.com. Or I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook, just my name, Dustin Warford. Instagram, Ghetto Kids Preacher, or CC Puyallup there as well.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you for making our podcast such a big deal with your big dealness, Dustin.
I got to share the love. It's Christmas, season of giving.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Keep the change, you filthy animal. I like it.
But yeah, thank you so much, Derek, Dustin, my awesome, not a filthy animal friend, Paul, and all your reminders for new and old for another fun voyage.
I showered this morning.
We also want to thank Alutrick for enhancing our music. Find him at alutrick.bandcamp.com or youtube.com/@Alutrick. That's spelled ALLOOUTRICK, then the number 8266 for the YouTube. So thank you so much to him.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
And as Old Man Marley just said, we are now part of the Culture Box Media Network. Find all the shows unpacking truth through story, comedy, and geekery at culturebox.media.
Thank you, EXO, and thank you for listening. We pray you are more joyful today than when you first hit play. But like a Pokemon, we got to catch you all in the next... We got to call it... Dang it.
Let's start over. All right. Home Alone, how do you rate it? Let's go.
The NES version? But like a Pokemon, we got to catch you all next year for our next adventure on the Retro Rewind podcast.
Retro Rewind mission complete. Proceed to base to await next mission.
Hey, I tell you what I'm going to give you, Snakes. I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no-good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead. 1, 2, 10. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Love it.
Very good, very good. Thank you so much, Bobo, Darth Bradius, Ashley, Paul, of course. EXE, let's see, Poetically Christian, Star Fox. Thank you all so much for hanging out here in a chat this evening. We're going to end the stream and go to our spiritual speculation, which you can become a supporter at firejoystudios.com if you want to get access to those. Justice for Empire Strikes Back, Ashley. Really? Okay.
Preach it, Ashley. Preach it.
Oh my goodness. You ruined it, Captain Tragic. Really? Really, Ashley? Anyway, thank you guys so much. And fix it? What do you want me to fix, Paul?
Your rating.
Oh my gosh.
You ruined it. Joking.
All right. Well, we're going to go offline. I like to end with this dream face where I just do a silly face to end us. And Empire is over at... Oh, see? Darth Bradius. He knows what's what. Thank you, Darth Bradius. All right. Until next time, guys, here's your stream face.
Hello.